This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Mic check. 1, 2. Are we recording? Hi, I'm Michelle Bernstein, an award-winning chef, restaurateur, and mom. I have a lot on my plate, including my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. That's why I was prescribed Cosentyx. It helps me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some were fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
Y'all stop tap dancing out there. Hey everybody, I see y'all. I know I'm late. An hour and some change late, huh? That's all good. Shout out to everybody that's already tuned in. I see y'all. Everybody that's listening on Spotify, Apple, and Pandora. Y'all hear the fur babies in the background. They not used to everybody being on the couch at this moment. But everybody's here. We ain't playing. So, Andy, if you come in, make sure that you, I know you want to come up on the live. Come to the Facebook. I will pull you up on the Facebook. If you would like to speak, you guys, today we talking about, somebody said, well, what's the subject today about today? What a fucking Monday. Let's get into it.
For the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. And now we live every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So that's the couch every day of the week. Yeah, tune in. You don't want to miss this shit. It's the Couch Chronicles, where they know what? I know you said it.
Period. Mm-hmm. Whichever one is highlighted. Okay. Now come on in.
You ain't never ever gotta wonder. I ain't never ever gonna doubt you. I can do it on my own solo, but I don't wanna be without you. I really don't even know how to. I told myself 1,000 times I'll never come to you again. I just told myself 1,000 lies. Even though you made me feel crazy, I still hit you up on a daily. It really don't cease to amaze me, cause sex on the beach is amazing. I think about you every day and night. If it ain't you, then it ain't my type. Baby, you the truth, I ain't gonna lie. I'm addicted cause I'm so high of you. I'm chasing you. I'm wasted off you. I've been sipping when I'm off that you. Got me tipsy, I'm hella buzzed when I'm off that you. Everything spinning, everything blurry when I'm off that you. Everything litty, everything pretty when I'm off that you. Patron on the Henny, I really ain't picky, long as it's you. Purple raindrops in Manhattan, got me feeling kinda old-fashioned. Tequila sunrise in the Hamptons, Patron me in Boston Spanish. I really don't think I can manage. I know if I'm with you, then I ain't gon' drive. If I'm off you, then I ain't gon' lie. This is how I feel when angels fly. Too much of you with the answer. I hate to say it, baby, you a cancer, but you made me feel so romantic. Got me head straight to the dance floor. I feel like I'ma be here all night. When I'm with you, everything alright, cause you made me feel so warm inside. I'm addicted cause I'm so high of you. I'm chasing, I'm chasing you. I'm wasted off you. I've been sipping when I'm off that you. Got me tipsy, I'm hella buzzed when I'm off that you. Everything spinning, everything blurry when I'm off that you. Everything litty, everything pretty when I'm off that you. Patron on the Henny, I really ain't picky, long as it's you.
As long as it's you. Y'all, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. And today, if you're wondering what we talking about, what a fucking Monday. What a fucking Monday. Like, today has been a fucking day. I don't know about for you guys, but for me, it has been a fucking day. So before we get started with this episode, I do want to give a moment of silence for the ones that didn't make it here today. Joni Salazar, Malcolm Jamal, that's just to name a couple. I didn't know Joni personally, but I knew her baby's father personally. I had him on the couch. You know, I kind of knew, I've had a couple encounters with her. And I kind of knew a little bit of their story and what they were going through. And I can't even explain to you guys how terribly sad I am about this whole case. So before we go on, let's give a moment of silence for the ones that didn't make it here today. I don't know if you all are, aware of what happens in your friends' lives and the situations that they go through and the things that people have, real situations that they go through. And not everybody is mentally strong enough to keep on handling mental or physical abuse. And sometimes people snap. But is that enough to take somebody's life? I need to take a shot. Let's take a shot. This one is for the people that's not here. And this one is for the people that are now locked up because of everything that's happening. Is it for the best? We shall find out during each case. Sometimes, and I know y'all probably like, it's a Monday though. Sometimes on a Monday, you gotta take a shot. Or smoke hemp and roses. Sometimes you gotta do that. Because Mondays, we expect Mondays to be what? Maybe an okay day to get our week started, to go on, to finish working, to continue to feed our family. But when a Monday is the very first day that starts off the week and it's fucking shitty, it's almost hard to come back from that. And what I mean by that is it's almost hard to go in the next day and act as if your Monday was amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, how am I able to go in to work knowing I was just breaking down? I barely slept. I can't stop thinking about the people that are affected in each situation that we lost, that the situations that's happening in the world right now. How can I go to work and provide for my family? and keep this smile on my face like nothing is wrong when it is. How do we hold it together? How do we keep encouraging one another when we're getting thrown bricks at our backs? And some of them, we're taking bricks for other people. You steady getting hit with bricks in your back, shattering your fucking spine. And you guys, we're still standing tall, as if we have every inch of our spine not being affected. And now we gotta go to work the next day on a Tuesday, like nothing happened on a Monday. What do you do when you have shitty Mondays? What do you do when you have shitty Mondays? What do you do? How does the rest of your week turn from? And I get it. Oh, your energy is what you make it. I get that. But what if you get triggered? Mm-hmm. Then where's that energy now? I can't even catch my good energy anymore. I'm triggered. The fuck? And we can't help when or where a trigger comes from. How or we can't help that. We could be minding our own business and walk in a grocery store and see a woman beating her child. And instantly, there's your flashback. Your dad used to beat you. Your mom used to beat you. And it wasn't even the fact that, it's just the fact that I had a flashback. On top of, I'm already having a bad fucking Monday. So then it's thing after thing after thing. Then I'm crying, driving, and all of a sudden I get a ticket because I'm not paying attention to how fast I'm going. So now it went from, I lost somebody.
What's that Tyler Perry movie?
So I got a ticket. So I got a this, I got a that, I got a this, I got a that.
The one that just came out with Taraji P. Henson.
With Taraji, right. Straw.
Nigga. Mm-hmm. Like that.
When you literally are at your last straw, sometimes when you at your last straw, it can make you stalk the person that upset you. For real. Sometimes it can turn you into someone that you never recognize. Mm-hmm. You don't even know who that is. I never imagined that I would shoot the man that raped me. I just thought that I didn't know what I would do when I seen him. I didn't think that I didn't know what I would do, but I would shoot him would be the end result. But it happened like that. And I don't know if you guys have been watching the news and seeing what's been happening in Bethany, Oklahoma. Bethany, Oklahoma is supposed to be one of those superb, upstanding cities. But it's where the most shootings have been happening lately. Mm-hmm. If you guys didn't hear about maybe 12, 13 hours ago, there was a shooting that happened at one of the apartments out there. And I'm not going to mention the young man's name, but I will say that he was on the couch before. He's one of my couch potatoes. And I would never condone any type of domestic abuse. I don't know their situation in depth. I only know what they have shared with me. Each, both of them have told me different things. I only know that. But I also don't know if a man is beating his woman unless I'm there. I don't know that. But what I can see, what they're saying in the news is that she filed a restraining order against the young man. She was able to file a restraining order because she found an air tag on her after they broke up, which gave them probable cause to grant her restraining order. Her restraining order has only been, I want to say, active for 24 hours, barely, before he shot and killed her. And what really hurts my heart the most? Is that little baby will forever be changed. Forever. He's already saying how he hates his father. How his father killed his mother in front of him. I don't know if you guys experienced trauma at the age of 3 or 4. But when you experience trauma like that, it never goes away. It's always there. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter how far in life you go. It doesn't matter about any of that. Because trauma is going to stick. Trauma's going to stick. And that little baby had to watch his mama get shot in the back of the head twice. And like I said, I didn't know Joni like that. But she didn't deserve to die. I speak on this all the time. I always try to tell you guys that it's important to talk to your kids about, at a young age, about mental health issues, about dealing with their emotions. Because when they don't know how to deal with their emotions, then when they get older, they're easily triggered. Then when they get older, nothing can tame their emotion, and then people get to labeling them as crazy or this or that, when it's really that they just never learned how to reel it back in.
It was too young.
Back then, but now we can't look at our kids as like, you too young to learn that emotion right there that you feel is called anger.
Yeah.
No, tell that little boy right now that what you feel is anger. You're angry at your father. You're angry because you had to watch your mom. You won't never get to see your mama again. So you're angry. What you feel, young man, is anger. We need to, listen, when we hear stuff like this as a community, we need to be able to come together and pour into these children so they don't end up like how we feel right now.
If we look at, like I said, adult age and older, and we looking to and fro, none of us can deal with it.
Yep, and you don't know what.
A
to
lot
say
of
about
us
it.
need counseling right now.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't even know how to manage our emotions. And y'all quick to gloat and glorify crash outs. And the reason why we have crash outs now is because no one taught us when we were babies and we were kids experiencing traumatic situations that we were crashing out in. Nobody said, you know what? Instead of me beating your ass and putting you on punishment because you crying about a situation, let me tell you what you're going through. Let me tell you what's happening so you can know how to manage this emotion. No one knows what Joni was going through before this happened. And if she would have killed him, then he would be the victim and people would be talking different, but she's the victim. Alec. Have you ever been so overwhelmed with emotion that you choked up, that you could barely almost even speak? It's like, we speak on wanting to come together in this community, wanting to do things to be a community and be a better leader, that also means pouring into our community. That also means standing tall with the ones that, I mean, you know who you need to stand tall with. Let's just be honest. All that unnecessary drama, nobody cares about that. There's real stuff happening in life. Real stuff. Real people are dying. Real people are losing their lives right now. Because some of us don't know how to face life, deal with life, or some of us have been so mind-fucked that we can't even deal with not being around toxicity that we've been used to.
Letting people deal with their own lives.
Yeah.
When they want to be done with you, learn to let them go. Y'all be out here fucking with no rubber, making kids and doing all this stuff and having all these soul ties with people. And y'all not understanding what that really is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can't live without a person, so you rather see them dead than without you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta stop it.
Mm-hmm. It has to stop. And if we have friends that are crashing out, come on, like, okay, crash out, but reel it back in. We know when our friends are actually reaching out to us. I've had friends reach out, and what's crazy is I literally had just spoke with them a couple months back. And I was supposed to be the mediator for a situation, and nobody ever got back with me, and I didn't know that it got this bad. This is a reason why I always try to tell everybody, including myself, check on your strong friends, check on your friends. Anybody that you fuck with, check on your friends that's always smiling, always lovey-dovey, happy, or putting on that front. Check on them. Speaking of people losing their lives, I seen on the news today that it was a security guard trying to stop a young man from robbing his store that he worked at. The man then turned on him and started punching him all in the head and basically beat him up until he got out. I don't give a fuck. Don't ever risk your life for any of these goddamn jobs. I don't give a fuck how, if you feel like you can take them. I don't care. You hear me? None of this merchandise is worth losing your life behind. Because let me tell you this. You'll lose your life. And in death, you're probably like, you know what? I went out a martyr. My job has my back. My job is going to pray for my funeral, make sure my kids is taken care of. They're fucking not. They're not. I don't know if y'all remember whenever that young girl was working at 7-Eleven by herself. Nobody else came in. She was working by herself. And a man came in and shot and killed her. 7-Eleven didn't pay for her funeral. No. They didn't give her kids a college tuition. It was just another worker dead. Bye to them. Clean up this mess so we can open up tomorrow. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all going to bat trying to get a raise or trying to get notice or recognition from your job when they don't give a fuck if you live or if you die. They don't. Let you die tomorrow on the job. Guess what? You think
They putting the sign up for replacement looking now.
Mm-hmm.
Now hiring.
Matter of fact, when they seen the ambulance coming, they put the motherfucking thing up.
They was typing it up.
Help wanted.
You think they gonna put a mural or moment of silence or shut the whole job down tomorrow because you died?
They send a
Fuck
simple
no.
email at my job and keep it on guard.
They keeping it pushing. They not getting y'all counseling, thinking about y'all mental health of how it feels to see your worker for years and then all of a sudden you don't see them. And you gotta work next to the same spot that they died in. They don't give a fuck. None of these jobs are worth your life at all. Let them have it. If somebody's stealing, guess what? And then guess what? Your job, they gonna be mad at you for dying. They gonna be mad that you died on their clock. Now they gotta do reports. Now they gotta do this. Now they gotta do that. You're an inconvenience when you die or put yourself at risk to get shot up on the job, risking something for their company. I once, when I was working in a mall, one of these young men that I knew personally, somebody started stealing right in front of him. He was like, what the fuck? And started taking the stuff, merchandise back from the guy. And the guy punched him. The guy had to go to the hospital. When he came back from the hospital, guess what? He was suspended. He was suspended for putting himself in jeopardy. And then after that, they made it a rule that we cannot engage with anybody that's stealing. At all. We can't, if we put ourselves at risk, that's on us. Not on them, they say. You better read your motherfucking handbook, because I bet you your job say the same thing. You'll be surprised. You think they got your back, baby, they don't. So please do not put yourself at risk for any of these jobs. Now, another thing I want to touch on, I don't know if you guys seen the story that I just posted, and just that's the reason why I was late, because I was doing a story on a squatting. Now, I actually just got more messages. I think the girl went back and busted the windows open. I didn't get a chance to see him yet, but I want to say this. There are some of us that are out here with kind hearts that actually open our homes to Heather, to people that we feel need it. Like if I see that you're out here with your kids, and I got the space, and I'm a mama, I'm gonna do everything I can. And that is what Nicole did. Nicole did that. She opened her home to a young lady, and guess what? The young lady took over her whole home. Took over her home, her new items. And it was like, what can you do when you want to fuck somebody the fuck up? When you want to hurt somebody, but you can't. Because, one, you can't put your hands on people. Two, it'll never be justified. You're going to go to jail.
Serve their ass a memorandum.
So you served their ass a memorandum. And I'm so glad that I kept up with the story and Nicole went about it the right way. I'm so glad that even though there was an officer that was trying to provoke, because I felt like the first officer that was there was wanting them to actually physically harm this young lady.
Yeah, because she called them, so they was already biased. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, and I wish it wasn't like this, but if you call the police first, they're automatically on your side.
Not always.
Not always. I will say this, because that happened to me in Atlanta. My landlord called the police on me. She was trying to make it like I was squatting. And they arrested her. And she went to jail. And she caught a case, and I didn't. But my thing is this. If somebody opens up your home to you, and you decide to squat, the consequences after that is on you. Her kids were with her. So, what if DHS was watching these videos?
Somebody easily can still call.
Somebody, and that's true.
Her name is out there. Her face is out there. The conditions, she was filming it herself. The conditions that she created for her and the children at this point by tearing up the house, you know, having all that stuff, like it wasn't in her best interest anyway. Like,
she was so terrified she had a knife. She was terrified. So if you that terrified, why would you want to be?
The children shouldn't be there.
I wouldn't even want my children to be in a spot where I'm like, and gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get all like that. Like, I don't need my kids.
Diabolical.
I don't need my kids in that situation.
Buy a tent.
It's hurtful that it had to be like that, to watch those kids be drug away. Not even drug away. To watch those kids be put in a situation that their mother put them in. And now they're looking like...
People don't want them. When people don't want them around, that's messed up.
That'll make me, as a child, I would have felt like, damn, mama, like...
Nobody wants us, like...
I thought you said this was our new home. Squatting by yourself? Now, but with kids...
Everybody ain't gonna be as nice as Nicole.
No.
You could very well end up dead.
It's
doing something
right.
like that.
Oh my gosh. I was going to say in Detroit.
They kill you.
I've seen people get killed for stuff like this. So, I mean, and I want to say this. I think she might be young. And this is another reason why we got to pour into this young generation, because they don't know. She don't know that it's a man out there waiting for her. It's a man out there waiting to take advantage of her and her children. There's so many sick motherfucking men out here.
Women too.
Women too. That's waiting to hear a story just like hers.
You ain't got nobody,
Oh,
no
you ain't
family.
got nobody? Oh. You just was on live. They was doing what? Baby, come here. I got you. You don't want to be in the shelter. I don't want you to be in the shelter.
You can
either.
live right down here in this basement.
Come on. And be selling your motherfucking pussy and your kids. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
She don't realize she could put herself in a situation.
She can't never get out.
And not just that she can't get out of, but that her kids won't be able to get out of. She can put herself in a position where a motherfucker get her strung out and dependent. Y'all don't remember back in the day when men used to get women hooked on heroin? So they can always keep coming back to them? And then they had them selling their pussies? Come on now. As many people as we see losing their life, organs being taken, all type of shit. I just don't even, I can't even fathom putting anybody's kids in that position. I can't even fathom how she really thought that was okay, and that she was gonna have.
Getting on live doing that.
She might have got on live and dug herself right into DHS's grave, because that's a grave. That's hard to get out. Once your kids get in the system, baby, let me tell you something. I was raped, beat the fuck up, and this is all by my foster parents, family, and my foster parents. Different facilities. The men was making me masturbate because they knew I had a habit of masturbating. So they made me masturbate in front of them. Grown men. Do you think they didn't know how old I was? Yeah, because it says it on my door. 14-year-old, 13-year-old, in here for masturbation. Do you think anyone is going to have mercy on those kids once they get in the system? No. Do you think anybody's going to give a fuck about them? Sadly. No, you might not get a good foster home. You might not get a good group home. You might not even survive in a group home or a foster home. Because people are fucking evil. There are some evil fucking people out there running these facilities, taking in these kids. Y'all gotta wake up. Having these kids and putting them in positions, not even realizing what the fuck you're doing. You think you're being facetious. You think you're being a smart ass. And really, baby, I would have been like, oh, please get me off camera. Oh, no, God,
Like the couple on the...
I'd have been walking around with a mask.
Like the Coldplay concert.
Matter of fact, you talking about damaging your property, I'd have damaged your motherfucking pillowcase because I'd have cut some eyes out and a mouth because I didn't want my face to be seen. Call me KKK if you want. But I bet you ain't finna be calling DHS on me and getting my kids taken away. I'm just saying. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm just saying, no, for real.
I'm not doing this.
I'd have been, baby, you couldn't have. I'm telling you, if I'd have had kids, my kids would have had masks on. Y'all would have been calling them blanket. Remember? I'm not playing.
Oh!
I'm not kidding. Y'all remember when Michael Jackson had his back? Shit. And then he was being facetious and he was like, oh, I'm about to drop him. Remember? I'm telling you, my baby would have been covered up.
DHS
like
was
some
knocking at the door the next day. On his ass.
Y'all would have been like, dang, is they Muslim? Damn sure is, but you don't see their face. I bet you that. Nobody would have ever got a chance to get no footage of, baby. No. But she put herself at risk. Now, you going to have to worry about, first of all, your little video did go viral. And people now know that you are a habitual squatter.
Now they waiting and plan for you.
Now they waiting. So guess what? It might be the right person that's actually specifically waiting. Seriously. Some sick motherfucker. And this is what we wanted to prevent. Because people out there are sick. And it's like she don't realize that people...
That little knife was going to protect her?
Oh, man. That little bitty knife.
I would knock that motherfucking shit.
Oh, man. I mean, if you think that that knife is going to hurt a grown-ass man, grown-ass men, when they want to rape you, when they want to fucking do whatever the fuck they want to do, they'll risk getting stabbed. They'll take a stab to the kidneys and be dying while they fucking raping you. As long as that's their last thing they did.
Yeah.
A sick motherfucker wouldn't give a fuck, I'm telling you. So, you know, if you are any one of you that's out there, you know, planning on squatting, Sarah Foreman, thank you so much. We love you. You gotta really be careful because there's people out here that literally are in place to find people just like you. Vulnerable. Homeless. With kids that they can sell. That they can eat. That they can put their face, cut your baby's face off and put on theirs. Because it's real motherfuckers that's out there like that. Because you hear about them that's in Hollywood right now. And you can act like you don't know what's going on. All these babies that's been missing have been fed to the celebrities. Allegedly. I mean, that's what I feel like. They've been fed. So, putting your baby at risk to be abused by the system, to be abused, you're already abusing your child once you put them in a position like even taking them from home to home, just as if they're already in foster care. I mean, you kind of prepared them. We got to do better. As a community, you know, what do we do to help this lady? What do we do? You know, we couldn't take her just staying in this place, squatting, tearing up the lady's home. You know, you already done burned that bridge, baby. So while it's over there burning, maybe somebody that knows her can reach out, and I can send you some resources to give to her, because I have plenty of resources that I could have gave to her had she had went about it the right way.
She would have probably had her own house by now had
Yeah.
she treated people the right way.
And there's plenty of places that actually would give her somewhere because she has kids. They don't want to see you and your kids on the streets. It's hot as fuck. It's too hot. And there's too many sick motherfuckers out there lurking.
Why didn't she go squat at a church?
It's just too much. He said, can you please get a rundown on what's going on? I'm actually about to post it on my TikTok. I didn't get a chance to, but I just did a story on a young lady who's been squatting in one of my friends' home, and she tore the place up, wasn't gonna leave, and finally the police, she was served today. She changed the locks. She was served today with a paper to be out within 5 days, but because she pulled a knife out on me and my wife while we were, you know, doing a story on this squatting thing, it null and voided that, and she had to go right then and there. So it's sad because there's kids involved, and you know, just the fact that they may get taken away, because who knows, she may have gotten herself into some more shit without even realizing it.
Because who had your kids when you came back and broke the windows?
Yeah. And it's like,
You couldn't have spent $40 on that Uber to go around the corner to come right back.
you said you can't help a person. Girl, you need to come on up. Let me see if I
Who's
can
Andy?
find you. Yep, that's Andy. I sent you one. You would have to come up. I sent you a invite. Yeah, man. It's really wild. Andy knows firsthand because Andy has actually been there from the jump. My thing is this. When it comes to the squatting laws in Oklahoma, they suck. Somebody can literally come in your home and act as if, oh, can I just spend the night? And take over your whole home. They could take over your whole home. And what do? If you fight them, guess what? You're going to catch a case. If you physically pick them up and kick them out, that's a charge. So you have to go about it the right way. Even though it takes time, sometimes we have to wait in order to have things done in the right order or the right way. Because you do not want to find yourself going to court behind fighting for your own home. It seems stupid. But just as stupid as it can be, it can cost you thousands and thousands of dollars just to prove that you're right and they're wrong. Who want to do that? Nobody. So, Mondays, I don't know if you guys remember Friday, I was like, yeah, let's see if we're going to have a Monday. Oh, no. I can officially say that today has not been a Monday. It's been a what the fuck, a fucked up ass, crazy ass, weird ass, emotional ass. You know what? It's something in the atmosphere. It's something that's changing us emotionally. You might feel more emotionally charged in this moment because it's Oh, I know it. I'm telling you, watch when I do my research. It's going to say it. It's something in the atmosphere that's emotionally charging us. So you might find yourself real emotionally charged. And what you need to do is realize, hey, I know what's going on. I'm not really supposed to be feeling this stressed out. I'm not supposed to be really feeling this emotional about this situation. It's not your fault. I promise you. Watch whenever we do some research in what it says. I bet you. I fucking bet you.
That's not touchscreen.
What is it?
Oh, your phone is up.
All right, we got Andy on the
Hey,
live.
what's up, love?
Let me exit out of everything else so we can get the best sound.
I know it's a little dark. I'm outside. I was doing s'mores with the babies.
That's
So I'm
okay.
gonna go somewhere where I get a little bit more light.
That's all right. That's all right. First of all, we thank you for being on the couch.
Thank you. I'm grateful to be here.
You're welcome. Now, you actually dealt with the situation firsthand, and you actually put up with a lot. You was very, very patient with the situation. Can you give us a little backstory on your end?
Well, the backstory is this. Anybody that knows me knows that I have a really big heart. I have a bleeding heart. And because of that, I've had people like her mistreat me in the past. And I've had people do this exact same thing to me and my family, and we've experienced this firsthand. So I knew what was happening, and whenever I started seeing those similar things, I was like, okay, she planned this. She knows these laws. So like I said, yes, legally there's a certain way to do things, but there's loopholes to everything. Right. And my thing is we have our vets, and nobody have our vets back. And she happens to be an Army vet. Your wife is a vet. Baby, we gonna make sure y'all good. Yeah. Y'all took care of us. Y'all sacrificed for us. Y'all sacrificed your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your everything. At least I can do is sacrifice a moment of time that y'all gave us to help you. So I don't mind, because I know how it feels. I know how it feels to be taken advantage of, used. So if it might come off that I'm hard, baby, I'm not hard. All I'm doing is protecting myself. And as long as I protect myself, I can protect my children. This is a cautionary tale. Like, I'm not a person that goes live. I'm very private. I keep to myself. But after dealing with her, I realized she's did this before. And we need to know. And everybody needs to know, and everybody needs to be aware of what she is doing to others. And just me making that post, not even realizing that it wasn't public, it still went viral. And she had already harmed 3 people that I love. So if you go in those messages, so how many other people have she's harmed? Right. She's 25. You're not that old, baby. Yeah. What is wrong? Yeah. Who bled on you to why you're now bleeding on those that did not harm you? There was something seriously wrong.
But that goes back to what I said is, as children, did your parents teach you how to deal with your emotions?
No, most of us didn't have that. No, most of us, not even me. People think because you're a child, you don't have feelings, you don't have emotions, you don't have any real problems. Baby, not everything is tied to money. Majority of the things in this world, it cannot be tied to money. So your kids' feelings matter. Yeah. Their voice matters. Their opinion matters. I dealt with that growing up in a household where how I felt didn't matter. My mental health didn't matter. And I will not do that. I will not. Those generational curses I've broken.
Right, because 90% of the people that have kids now do not raise their kids with the same that their parents did. They literally teach them about their emotions now. Like, we do things now that we didn't
differently. I show affection. I tell my babies I love them. I tell them I'm proud of them. I tell them when they're doing good. Not everything deserves a punishment. I set them down. I talk in a way that they understand. And I let them know if I'm disappointed in them, but I also let them know, no matter how much I might be disappointed, I love you, and you can always come to me, and this is something we can work through. So, we didn't have that. You know, our culture, you know, or our parents, we were taught tough love. You know, shut up and get it done. Close your mouth. You know, don't be heard, be seen. Don't be, you know what I mean? Like, so we didn't, you know, make an environment that grows, you know, good mental health, good coping skills. We didn't have that. So this is something that we're having to learn. We're having to learn. We're having to break those generational curses. Because one thing we don't know is our parents wasn't here before. No matter how much it looked like they had it together, they were figuring out just like we were. And now that we're the adults, we understand them way more.
Exactly. So, and that brings me to the point that, you know, she just didn't know any better. You know, for years, she still doesn't know any better. And it was clear as day, you know. And it's like, what do we do now at this point? You know, I'm not on the couch to bash her. That's why I say if anybody, you know, knows her, you know, I have resources that I can send that she can use, that she can look to use. You know, there are so many places that will help a young woman that has 2 kids or more, or a kid at all.
Well, but that's the thing. You can't help somebody that does not want to be a structured environment. I've worked a lot of public jobs, a lot of public servant jobs. You know, like I said, I've drove city buses, etc. People do not want structure. They want to do what they want. They want to do it when they want. Because think about it, you're going to have to be in at a certain time. You're going to have to eat at a certain time. You're going to have to go look for a job. You're going to have to sit down with your caseworker. They don't want to do that. They don't want to be told what to do. So they then victimize
people. Some people might be prideful, too prideful to get that help.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, I don't know if hers was pride, but she's been using these babies for years, from the daughter on down, you know, to guilt people and to, you know, and like I said, after I started talking to people that I know personally, her MO is pulling on the heartstrings of other single mothers that knows what it feels like to not have. And that is what she did to our Army vet, Nicole. She pulled on those heartstrings. But the blessing is Nicole has a whole city behind her. Everybody knows everything that Nicole has done for all of us. Not one of us can say, that knows Nicole, can say that she has not did everything she could to make sure everybody else is good. Now, I can't say that everybody makes sure Nicole is good. But baby, me, you, the couch, we got her. We got each other. And if that's all we have, baby, that's okay. And I was not going to let somebody hurt her. There could have been a million other things that I could have been doing. I could have already did s'mores with my babies like I promised. We made it happen tonight. You know, embers dying down. You know, but, you know, I'm a mama first, but this can wait. Justice cannot.
And I definitely appreciate you for being the person that you are. And we also got to start taking care of, like I said, our community, our kids. We got to start pouring into our kids. We got to start pouring into our war veterans. Like,
they took care of us. That's the reason why we have the freedom to speak, to assemble. We have those freedoms. They gave up their bodies. They gave up their minds.
Y'all think
some of them gave up their lives for us, and we just look down upon them. But 99% of them would not even have the courage to even make it through basic training, to even go overseas to protect our rights so we can live free.
Right. That's for real. Man, you guys, like I said, Monday, Don't, if you're working at a job and you work in security, don't put your life on the line. Remember that your job don't give a fuck enough to pay for your funeral or make sure that your kids is good. It's not that serious, you guys. It's not that serious. And these squatting laws, we got to do something to make them change. Oklahoma,
They need to change it. We have one of the worst set of squatting laws in the state of Oklahoma. The only person worse than us is Cali.
So we got to do this, y'all. Something.
We got to change it. We got to protect our babies. We got to protect our future generations. It starts with us. We can't wait for somebody to fight for our rights. We got to do it ourselves.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. So, you know, if you got a story and you like, hey, I need the couch on the scene. Hit me up.
The couch will always come
the
on the
couch
scene.
will come. Listen, people be hitting me up all the time. Y'all have no idea. Sometimes I be getting stories from people. So, I'm just trying to tell y'all, hit me up. Y'all, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limit. Shout out to all my people that's been hitting me up about the Thunder shoot. Listen.
Yes, it's gonna be lit, baby.
It's gonna be lit. Meet me in the parking lot of the park. The parking lot of the park. We're gonna turn it the fuck up. You hear me? Everybody.
I knew it was an accident,
Thunder
but it was
gear.
cool. It's like the confetti blew everywhere.
Yeah, Thunder gear. Thunder gear or Thunder colors.
Well, don't pop anymore. That was an accident, okay? Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no limits. And I will see y'all on the couch tomorrow. Thank you, Andy, for being on the couch.
If you have not, please subscribe to Oklahoma Trash because, baby, we are going to expose these narcissists. If you want your story to be shared, please make sure you come with receipts. We will not post anything until we know beyond a reasonable doubt that the story is true and that you are not trying to victimize someone. Baby, I don't play with narcissists.
Again, tell them the name of the group. Tell them the name of the group again.
Oklahoma Trash Exposed.
Period. Y'all make sure that you follow.
That's the new
boy. And I'll invite everybody on my page too.
New Jerry.
Yeah, that's
I'll
gonna
be the cameraman. I'm gonna run after they ass.
That's gonna be the new Jerry Springer and what's that other one? Cheaters Exposed.
Yeah. That is dear to me. This is something that is very dear because I'm a good person, but people don't know about those mental scars that you can't see. All you see is a person lashing out. You don't know what's happening to them. You don't know what's going on in their mind. You don't know how they were provoked.
Right.
And then all that does is feed into the narcissist's lies. Like I said, I know this all too well, so that's why this is my passion. To expose those that choose to harm others while smiling everybody else's face.
Right.
It stops with us.
There's water on the table.
Right. All right. Well, I look forward to your page growing. We got to get your page officially on the couch.
Oh, yeah, baby. We went live today. I've had this page set up since October of last year. But she just made it come to life, baby. Thank you.
Period. All right, y'all. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. Y'all make sure y'all look forward to Oklahoma Trash Exposed. Make sure that y'all follow, support. And if you have a story that you would like to share with her, DM her.
Please reach out to us.
Yep.
Please reach out to us.
Reach out to them. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see the growth and the process and everything with it. I'm here for it. Y'all, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. Period.
Peace.
You know. Period. Love y'all. Okay. And baby, you have the mouse. Alrighty. Okay. 15 people watching on you.